If you're a man over 60 and you've noticed changes in your energy, your performance, or your erections, you're not alone. Many men over 60 quietly experience these shifts, feeling more tired, less connected to intimacy, or simply wondering why their body no longer responds the way it used to. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. It's not just aging. In fact, for many men, it comes down to something far simpler and far more fixable: a deficiency in essential vitamins your body needs to support energy, performance, and vitality as you get older. I'm Dr. Thomas, a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men over 60 reclaim their strength, their confidence, and their quality of life. In my decades of practice, I've seen firsthand that when the body isn't getting the right building blocks, especially as we age, key systems begin to falter. And what does that affect? Circulation, hormone production, stamina, and yes, even the health and function of your penis. Without the right nutritional support, your body can struggle to maintain healthy erections, consistent energy, and the vitality that helps you feel fully alive. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't about taking a handful of random supplements. The key is understanding which essential vitamins your body truly needs, how they work together, and how they can naturally support better blood flow, stronger hormonal balance, and lasting performance and vitality. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 3 powerful vitamins for energy, performance, and vitality that every man over 60 should consider. These are not gimmicks or quick fixes. They're science-backed nutrients that can help restore your body's natural potential. And before we dive in, let me say them. Many of my patients have shared how just a few intentional changes in their daily routine help them feel more energized, more connected, and more like themselves again. So if you've been feeling discouraged or frustrated, stay with me. You may find this is exactly what your body has been quietly asking for. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss another health tip designed specifically for men over 60. All right, let's begin. Number 1, vitamin D, the circulation catalyst for men over 60. Let's begin with the first essential vitamin, and one that is often overlooked when it comes to men's sexual health. I'm talking about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. But for men over 60, it may very well be the circulation catalyst your body has been missing. Here's why. As we age, it's common for vitamin D levels to decline, especially if you spend less time outdoors or live in regions with limited sunlight. What many don't realize is that vitamin D plays a direct and critical role in supporting healthy blood flow throughout the body, including to the penis. A key mechanism here is nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing more blood to flow where it's needed. Without enough vitamin D, your body produces less nitric oxide, leading to stiffer blood vessels and reduced circulation, which directly impacts your ability to achieve and maintain healthy erections. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found a strong correlation between low vitamin D levels and erectile dysfunction in older men. The conclusion? Optimizing vitamin D could be one of the simplest ways to support natural sexual function. But it's not just about erections. Vitamin D also influences testosterone levels, immune health, energy production, and even mood, all of which contribute to overall performance and vitality. Many men over 60 who come to my practice with complaints of low energy, poor sleep, or lack of sexual drive are surprised to learn that their vitamin D levels are well below optimal. So, how do you restore this vital nutrient? Start with the most natural source: sunlight. Spending just 15 to 20 minutes outdoors in the morning can stimulate your body's natural vitamin D production. But depending on your location, season, and skin type, this may not be enough. That's where dietary sources and supplementation come in. Foods like salmon, tuna, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products can help. For many of my patients, I also recommend a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement, as D3 is more bioavailable than D2 and better supports blood flow and hormonal health. One word of caution: more isn't always better. Aim for a balanced approach and consider having your vitamin D levels tested so you can tailor your intake appropriately. When optimized, vitamin D can help restore energy, support stronger erections, and improve overall well-being in ways that truly surprise many men. Before we move on to the next vitamin, and let me encourage you, if you're finding this information helpful so far, take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated on more valuable tips for men's health. And I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to drop a comment below with your thoughts or share your own experience. Number 2, vitamin B12, the mitochondrial energy booster. Moving on to our second powerhouse nutrient, vitamin B12. If you've ever found yourself feeling fatigued for no clear reason, struggling with focus, or noticing that your stamina isn't what it used to be, B12 may be the missing link. For men over 60, maintaining optimal B12 levels becomes even more important, yet unfortunately, more challenging. Why? As we age, the body's ability to absorb B12 from food naturally declines. Even if you're eating a balanced diet with plenty of meat, eggs, or dairy, you may still be falling short. Vitamin B12 is essential for energy metabolism at the cellular level. It helps your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside each cell, convert food into usable energy. Without enough B12, your body runs on low power, no matter how much you sleep or how well you eat. And this has very real effects, not just on your day-to-day energy, but on your sexual health as well. Adequate B12 supports the production of healthy red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body, including to the penis. Poor oxygenation can reduce sexual stamina and contribute to weaker erections. I often see men over 60 in my clinic describing symptoms like constant tiredness, brain fog, and a lack of motivation. Many of them are shocked when a simple blood test reveals low B12 levels. And the good news is, correcting this deficiency can produce remarkable results. Take, for example, a patient of mine named Richard, age 71. Despite eating well and staying active, he complained of sluggish energy and a declining interest in intimacy. After confirming a B12 deficiency and introducing high-quality supplementation, within a few weeks he reported feeling sharper, more energetic, and more engaged, both physically and mentally. When it comes to supplementation, quality matters. The most effective form is methylcobalamin, which is more easily utilized by the body compared to the cheaper cyanocobalamin found in many generic brands. In some cases, especially when absorption is severely impaired, B12 injections may be recommended for faster correction. An optimal B12 routine often includes daily oral supplementation with methylcobalamin, including B12-rich foods like beef liver, eggs, and sardines. Regular monitoring to ensure levels stay within a healthy range. When B12 is optimized, many men report not only improved energy and focus, but also stronger erections, greater stamina, and a renewed sense of drive. And these changes often ripple outward, improving mood, confidence, and overall quality of life. Before we dive into the third vitamin, here's a quick reminder. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss future tips. And if you've ever struggled with low energy or have questions about B12, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences. Number 3, vitamin E, the anti-inflammatory protector of male hormones. Now let's move on to the third essential vitamin, one that plays a vital but often underestimated role in male vitality, vitamin E. When most people think of vitamin E, they think of skin health or antioxidants. But for men over 60, it's much more than that. It serves as a powerful defender of your blood vessels, your hormonal balance, and ultimately your sexual performance. Here's why. As we age, chronic inflammation tends to increase in the body. This process, often called inflammaging, silently damages the endothelial lining of blood vessels, making them less flexible and impairing circulation. For men, this has very real consequences because healthy blood flow is absolutely essential for achieving and maintaining firm erections. Vitamin E acts as a potent antioxidant, helping to neutralize free radicals and reduce this harmful inflammation. When inflammation is brought under control, blood vessels become more responsive, allowing oxygen-rich blood to flow freely to the areas where it's needed, including the penis. But that's not all. Vitamin E also supports healthy testosterone production. Low testosterone is a common issue among men over 60, and while vitamin E isn't a miracle hormone booster, It does help the body produce and maintain optimal testosterone levels by protecting the glands involved in its synthesis. I've seen countless men benefit from improving their vitamin E intake. One of my patients, Martin, age 69, came to me frustrated. "Doc," he said, "I'm doing everything right, eating well, exercising, but my drive just isn't what it used to be." After evaluating his diet, it was clear that vitamin E was lacking. We corrected that with dietary changes and supplementation. And within a couple of months, Martin noticed improved stamina, better mood, and stronger erections without any drastic interventions. The best sources of vitamin E include almonds and sunflower seeds, olive oil, spinach and Swiss chard, avocados. For those who struggle to get enough through food alone, a natural vitamin E supplement, look for mixed tocopherols rather than just alpha tocopherol, can help fill the gap. Remember, balance is key. Oversupplementation can have downsides, so always aim for a targeted, measured approach. When optimized, vitamin E helps support healthy circulation, hormonal function, and overall performance and vitality, giving men over 60 another powerful tool to maintain their edge. Before we move on, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're finding this video helpful, please take a moment to subscribe so you won't miss future insights. And if you've had experience using vitamin E or have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I always enjoy hearing your stories and feedback. The synergy effect, why these three vitamins work best together. Now that we've explored each of these powerful vitamins individually, let's talk about what happens when you combine them, because the real magic often lies in synergy. In my years of clinical experience, I've seen time and again that when nutrients are used in harmony, their effects are amplified. This is especially true for vitamin D, vitamin B12, and vitamin E. Each plays a distinct role in supporting circulation, energy production, and hormonal balance. But when taken together, they create a comprehensive support system for overall vitality. Here's how it works. Vitamin D enhances nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. This allows oxygen and nutrients to reach tissues more effectively, including those critical for sexual function. Meanwhile, vitamin B12 ensures that your mitochondria, the energy-producing centers of your cells, are operating at full capacity. Without adequate energy, even optimal blood flow won't translate into sustained physical performance. B12 also supports the production of healthy red blood cells, which further enhances oxygen delivery. Then there's vitamin E, which acts as a guardian of the vascular system. It helps maintain the flexibility and integrity of blood vessels while reducing inflammation that could otherwise impair blood flow. In addition, it supports healthy testosterone levels, contributing to improved stamina and sexual desire. When you bring these three together, they create a reinforcing cycle. Better circulation supports energy production, greater energy supports hormonal health, and balanced hormones enhance circulation and vitality. It's a system that works in concert, addressing multiple aspects of male health rather than focusing on just one. I recall a patient named George, age 68, who came to see me after years of frustration with declining energy and intimacy. He had tried various supplements without much success. But once we developed a simple, targeted plan using these three vitamins, his results were remarkable. Within 2 months, he reported not only stronger erections, but also improved mood, greater stamina, and a renewed sense of confidence in his daily life. Of course, it's important to approach this holistically. These vitamins are not a magic cure, but when combined with good nutrition, regular physical activity, stress management, and quality sleep, they can make a profound difference. If you've been feeling like something is missing in your health routine, consider how these nutrients might help restore balance and vitality from the inside out. Before we continue, if you're finding this information valuable, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us reach more people who can benefit from these insights. And if you've experienced the power of combining these vitamins or have any questions, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your feedback and stories are always welcome. The biggest mistake most men make when taking vitamins. Now, before we move on to how you can build these vitamins into a simple daily routine, I want to address one of the most common mistakes I see when it comes to supplementation. And it's one that can completely undermine your results. Far too many men assume that simply buying a bottle of vitamins and taking a capsule or two here and there will magically fix everything. But in reality, the quality, form, and consistency of how you take these vitamins are just as important as the vitamins themselves. Let's start with quality. Not all supplements are created equal. Many products on the market use inexpensive, synthetic forms of vitamins that your body struggles to absorb. For example, when it comes to vitamin B12, the form known as methylcobalamin is far more bioavailable than the cheaper cyanocobalamin found in many generic brands. Similarly, with vitamin D, you want vitamin D3, not D2. D3 is the natural form your body produces from sunlight, and it's significantly more effective at raising and maintaining optimal blood levels. And for vitamin E, look for products labeled mixed tocopherols rather than just alpha tocopherol. This ensures you're getting the full spectrum of vitamin E compounds that work synergistically in the body. Now let's talk about consistency. This is where I see even well-intentioned people go wrong. They'll take their supplements sporadically, a few days one week, skipping the next, or only remembering when they're feeling run down. Your body thrives on rhythm. Just as you wouldn't expect to build muscle by going to the gym once a month, you can't expect meaningful results from vitamins unless you take them consistently over time. The goal is to create a steady nutritional foundation that supports circulation, energy, and hormonal balance every single day. I once had a patient named Tom, age 70, who came into my office frustrated. He was taking multiple supplements but wasn't seeing any improvements. After reviewing his routine, it became clear that not only was he using low-quality products, but he was also taking them inconsistently. Once we corrected both of these factors, his results turned around in just a few weeks. So here's my advice. Choose high-quality supplements, stick with a consistent routine, and give your body time to respond. When you do, you'll be far more likely to experience the full benefits of the vitamins we've discussed today. Before we move on to building your simple daily vitality routine, I'd love to know, what's been your biggest challenge when it comes to taking supplements? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. And of course, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next part of this series. I've got more great tips coming your way. Your simple daily vitality routine. Now that you understand the power of these three vitamins, the next step is putting this knowledge into action. And the good news is, it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, one of the most effective ways to improve your circulation, energy, and hormonal balance is by developing a simple, sustainable routine that becomes second nature over time. In my practice, I often tell patients this: consistency beats intensity. You don't need to overhaul your life or add a dozen new steps to your morning. Instead, focus on small, meaningful habits that you can maintain day after day. Here's an example of a daily vitality routine I often recommend. Morning. Start your day with a full glass of water to support hydration and circulation. After breakfast, take your vitamin D3 supplement, if needed based on sunlight exposure and blood levels. If possible, spend 15-20 minutes outdoors to naturally stimulate vitamin D production. Morning sunlight is ideal. With lunch or afternoon snack, include vitamin E-rich foods in your meal, such as a handful of almonds, sunflower seeds, or a drizzle of olive oil on a salad. If using a supplement, take it with food for optimal absorption, morning or evening, based on your preference. Take your high-quality vitamin B12 supplement, ideally methylcobalamin, either with breakfast or with a meal that includes some healthy fats to support absorption. That's it. Simple, manageable, and effective. The key is not perfection, but consistency. Over time, these habits help create a strong nutritional foundation that supports better circulation, more stable energy, and healthier hormone levels, all of which contribute to improved vitality and sexual performance. I've seen men experience real transformations by following this type of routine. They report feeling more energetic throughout the day, thinking more clearly, sleeping better, and yes, enjoying stronger and more reliable erections. Remember, it's never about quick fixes. Your body responds best to steady, supportive care. And when you build these practices into your daily rhythm, you are giving yourself the best chance to thrive. Before we move on to my final thoughts, I'd love to know, what part of this routine do you feel most ready to implement? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe so you'll be the first to see upcoming tips and insights. Final reflections. It's never too late to reclaim your vitality. As we wrap up today's video, I want to leave you with this thought. It is never too late to reclaim your vitality. I've worked with countless men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who once believed that low energy, poor circulation, and declining performance were simply part of getting older. But time and again, I've seen that when you give your body the right support through proper nutrition, consistent habits, and a little patience, amazing things can happen. The vitamins we discussed today are not magic pills. They are tools. And when used wisely, they can help restore your body's natural strength and resilience. Whether your goal is to boost your energy, improve your circulation, enhance your sexual performance, or simply feel more like yourself again, know that positive change is possible. It begins with small, consistent steps. You've already taken in the first one by watching this video and learning what your body needs. Now the choice is yours. Will you take that next step and put this knowledge into action? If this video has been helpful to you, please take a moment to like it, share it with someone who might benefit, and of course, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss future tips and insights. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly appreciate you being here and taking an active role in your health. Wishing you strength, vitality, and many good years ahead. I'll see you in the next video.